Welcome to the Pelvic Power Hour. Real answers, real questions from real people. Today's topic, how to do Kegels correctly. Hi, I'm Isa Herrera, and I help women have happy vaginas and happy bladders. Today's question comes from Nadia, who asked about Kegels. Nadia says, I've been doing my Kegels daily and I'm still leaking and feel weak down there. What am I doing wrong? How can I do my Kegels better? Please help me. So, welcome to episode 3, how to do Kegels correctly. Okay? Now, here's the important thing to know about Kegels. Kegels are powerful medicine for women, and don't let anyone out there in media world tell you any differently. Kegels will revolutionize your bladder health, supercharge your intimate experiences, supercharge your orgasms, and will keep your organs in place, right? So, this episode is all about the transformative power of Kegels, the number one workout that all women should know about and should be doing. So let's get to it. Now, it is really important that when we work on Kegels and we do our Kegels, that we really incorporate mind-body connection. Mind-body connection, right? Because the more mind-body connections you have, the more you can connect to it, right? The easier your Kegels are going to be, the more successful your Kegels are going to be. Now, to do Kegels correctly, you must know a little bit of anatomy of the pelvic floor. Because if you cannot ID these muscles and you cannot connect to these muscles and you cannot visualize these muscles, then how are you going to do your Kegels? You're not. You're going to have difficulty like Nadia is having, right? And there's other nuances that I'm going to be covering. So I will start with a brief description on Kegel, on pelvic floor anatomy, and then I'm going to show you a basic Kegel called contracting the openings. Right? That's a basic Kegel, and everyone should know this Kegel, and that's what I'm going to talk about. Now, I'm going to bring the anatomy out because this is your pelvic floor on steroids, okay? It is amazing. Now, the internal part is the deep layer, right? The third layer. Now, we have to remember a couple of things. There are 3 layers to the pelvic floor. There's a superficial layer, there's a middle layer, right? Inside, middle layer. And then there's a deep layer. The deep layer is the levator ani, right? So the superficial layer surrounds the vaginal opening, which is right here, and aids in sexual function and what? Urinary and fecal continence. That's important to know, okay? Remember, this surrounds the vaginal opening, right? Now, the deep layer is like a hammock. It goes from the pubic bone in the front to the coccyx in the back. This is the deep layer. It's very important. This deep layer also has 4 walls. Very important to know because each wall is going to have a kegel, okay? Now, the middle layer is compresses the urethra. The urethra is right here. You can't see it, but that's where the P comes from. And that's important because when you're doing a Kegel and you're doing the contracting the opening Kegels, right? Contracting the openings, that particular Kegel, we're going to be focusing on these openings here. So you have an anal opening, you have a vaginal opening, and you have the urethral opening. Okay, so that's important to know. Now, when you're doing a Kegel, you must contract all 3 openings. Not only do you contract them, but you do what? You lift them. So I'm going to cue you in a way that's going to set you up for total success. So that is a basic anatomy, right? The pelvic floor is divided into 3 layers. Each layer has a function. Each layer has a Kegel. And the pelvic floor has 4 walls. An anterior wall, posterior wall, 2 side walls. So just know that, okay? You can come back and listen to this again. Now, the perineal body, this is important. I call this Grand Central Station because I lived in New York for a long time. This area is very important in Kegels. And when you're doing a Kegel correctly and you're looking with a mirror, which I recommend, whip that mirror out tonight, ladies, and look so you can see what you're doing. This area moves up and in like this, right? The urethral opening sort of this area where the clitoris is going to contract, right? It's going to the clit is going to sort of knot down, and the anus is going to close, right? That's the three-part Kegel. That's another way to visualize it. Now, it's important that we understand that Kegels are powerful medicine for women. There are over 13 different types of Kegels, and if you need help with your Kegels, then I recommend that you look at my V-Core Lift program, where clinical wisdom meets 15,000 success stories, because that's how many women have gone through this protocol and have had pelvic success. I'm going to put the link below. So make sure that you have that link and keep that link really handy and really close by. Okay. Now, when doing Kegels correctly, listen to this, ladies. I'm going to talk about mistakes. Okay. When doing Kegels correctly, all the layers of the pelvic floor, all three layers, right? All three layers have to contract and lift. Contract and lift. A lot of people, well, you know what women are doing? Squeezing. Oh. And then they wonder why the Kegels don't work, because you're not activating the full gamut of the pelvic floor. So that's one of the things you have to be aware of. Now, another thing that Nadia could be doing incorrectly is that she could be just be squeezing like this. Boom, 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 boom. And when you're just squeezing, 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 and not doing that full relaxation after you do the contraction and the lift, you're not going to get great results from your Kegels, because for every action, there's a reaction. For every Kegel, there's a reverse Kegel. I'm going to cover that in a different episode, okay? Now, when you are just contracting, 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 a lot of women suffer from what I call Kegel tension syndrome, which is too many Kegels, incorrect endurance, incorrect reps, right? That's why women need to understand how to self-test their vaginas. I teach that in the V-Core Lift program. And when you're just contracting without that relaxation, you can suffer from something I coined called Kegel tension syndrome. And so your Kegels are actually making you weaker instead of stronger. So just know that, okay? Now, your position matters when you're doing Kegels. Okay, this is another mistake. A lot of women do Kegels like this. They're all sitting sloppy, or they're like not sitting in great posture. You have to find the position that keeps you in good posture. Now, there is a sequence to how you do Kegels, right? But for this episode, all I want to do is f- t- to advise you to find the position that you can connect the most to your vaginal muscles. If you can connect, you can execute. If you cannot connect, if you cannot visualize, if you don't know your anatomy, you're going to have a hard time with Kegels. And I'm sure that's what's happening with Nadia. Okay. So make sure that you are in good posture. Pick a position that you can actually connect to the Kegel. And if you have pain with Kegels, like hello, if your body's giving you pain with Kegels, that means that you're not a candidate for Kegels, right? That means you're probably suffering from pelvic pain, and you should be doing reverse Kegels, which I also cover in the V-Core Lift program. So just know that your body's always messaging you, always talking to you, and always telling you what it wants. The issue is, are we listening? If we're listening, we can execute. So if you have pain with Kegels, don't do Kegels. You're not a candidate for them, okay? And breathing is very important in Kegels. Never hold your breath. Like, we don't hold our breath when we go to the gym, although a lot of people do because they're overexerting. You can overexert with a Kegel too and hold your breath. That's going to create more downward pressure and give you more tension and possibly put you at risk for an pelvic organ prolapse, okay? So that's important to know. Now, I'm reading my notes here. To do the Kegel, right? I'm going to start with something simple. Remember the anatomy. Remember the openings. Remember the four walls. Remember the hammock. Remember that the pelvic floor goes from the pubic bone to the coccyx, right? These are all little cues that you can use to connect and to get better Kegels. Now, sit in good posture. We're going to do this together, and then we're going to put it together. I want this to be interactive. I know it's a podcast, but I want it to be interactive. Now, sit in good posture. We're going to do it in sitting because a lot of women can connect to their vaginas in sitting. Okay. When you sit, you're sitting in neutral pelvis. You have a slight arch in your back, and your pelvis should be forward. You should have contact. You should feel your anus, your vagina, and your urethra on the chair. Okay. That's important, right? Now, we're going to do something contracting the openings. I love this Kegel. It's hard, but you can master it because all you need to do is what? Practice. Now, remember, this is a basic Kegel. Basic Kegel. Remember, there are over 13 different types of Kegels, but this is the one that you start with. So everybody sit up tall. Breathe in. You have to prepare the body for what's coming. So breathe in. On your exhale, just contract your anus. That's it. When you're contracting your anus, imagine that you're pulling it inward. Okay, it's coming inward, up. You're lifting your anus. Inhale, relax. Now, part two. Imagine that you are closing your vaginal opening and you're bringing your vagina up, like inward. So inhale, prepare, exhale, contract, squeeze your vaginal opening together, close it up, and bring it inward. When you bring it inward, I'm actually talking about the lift, because remember, a Kegel has to have that lift. If you don't have that lift, your Kegels won't succeed. So inhale, and now relax. Okay, the next part, you're on your urethra. Now, the urethra is very difficult to connect with, right? So you can imagine that you're stopping the flow of urine, you're slowing down the flow of urine, but never do this in the bathroom. Never. It's very bad for you. You can just imagine it. Or you can imagine that you're bringing the two outer vaginal lips here together. That's going to squeeze this and it's going to contract it, okay? So part three, I'm sitting really tall. Imagine that you're bringing your urethra, you're closing up your urethra opening, or you're bringing the two outer lips together and you're lifting it inward. Okay? Perfecto. Now, we're going to do all three things together, ladies, and we're going to master this. And it's going to be the portal, it's going to be the opening. This is just the beginning, okay? This is a taste of the deliciousness of what I have to offer in all episodes and in my programs. Okay, so now sit up tall, because posture is everything. Sitting is a new smoky for the pelvic floor. Never forget that. Breath is life. Don't hold your breath. So inhale, prepare. Okay, prepare. On your exhale, contract your anus, bring it upward. Contract and close your vagina, bring it inward and up. Close your urethral sphincter. Bring the outer vaginal lips together. Hold it. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. Inhale. Inhale, drop it all down. Don't push the inhale. Drop it down. Open the anus, open the vagina, open the sphincter. Hold that relaxation. That is 1 repetition of a Kegel. This is how you do Kegels correctly. Okay, then of course, you have to determine the number of reps that you're going to do. These are slow Kegels. The pelvic floor muscles are made out of fast twitch and slow twitch fibers. So you need to do slow Kegels, quick Kegels. These are all involved. And do not hold your breath. When you release, you got to do that inhale. You have to open. You have to receive. A lot of women are so tight, so tense that they forgot what it is to open. They forgot what it is to like let in, right? That reverse Kegel, that relaxation is about releasing and letting go. That's 1 set of your Kegels, right? Now, I know the Kegels can be really hard to master, and I know that women need guidance. Actually, the literature says that women need guidance. Where women have guidance, women do better with their Kegels. That's why I developed my V-Core Lift Kegel program to help women come back into vitality, strength, and power. And so I hope that this helps. Welcome to this episode, how to do Kegels correctly. You might have to listen to this 1 or 2 or 3 times, but so what? Just listen to it. I'm giving you this information, and I know that it works because it's worked for 15,000 other women, and it's going to work for you too. Welcome to my Pelvic Power Hour. Transform your pelvis, right? And transform your life. And thank you, Nadia, for bringing that question to our awareness, because that's a great question. And welcome to the Pelvic Power Hour, real answers to real questions from real people. I'm Isa Herrera, and thank you for listening. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, be part of my community, be part of my uh, of my journey of this revolution. And don't forget to send your questions in because I am so happy to take your questions and I'm here to help. Thank you, everyone. Thank you and welcome to this episode. And please leave your comments below.